Hi, good night. It's another night of coffee, tea, or Labrish with Mona in the Fatigable Heights. Hi, how are you? Big belly up popping at the night, yeah. Um, Welcome to another wonderful night of coffee, tea, or Labrish. It's been a while since I gave you the coffee and the tea. I've just been giving you legendary Labrish. Tonight I wanted to talk about a couple things. I'm gonna talk about um, I'm going to talk about Shines. I'm going to talk about Joseline's Cabaret and Zola. Hashtag Zola. I'm going to talk about um, Portia for Real and also the Real Housewives of Potomac. I want to start with Joseline's Cabaret. Anybody seen Zola? Zola, the movie? Zola is a Twitter thread that actually started out um, on Twitter, where some young lady, let me show you the movie Zola came out. That's the movie Zola. I hope you could see it. I think so. I can't bother sit down with the when I have to do the presentation. It takes a longer time, and it's I have to create my slideshows and everything. I really want to do that just for like the deeper um, pieces that I do, like my Kelly Rowland piece, which part 2 is coming up. I think by next week I will have part 2 of the Kelly Rowland piece because I've just finished the book, the unauthorized biography of autobiography of what's his name, Matthew Knowles. Excuse me. Now I'm going to be reading another book, and so I'm getting all the tea that I need to bring the next Kelly Rowland, the part 2 of Kelly Rowland, the shaping of her career. So look out for that coming up. Um, the book is coming, so I don't know. I think by next weekend I'll be putting out Kelly Rowland for you guys. So Zola, I don't know if you've seen Zola, but Zola is a Twitter thread that it's a woman, young girl. She's a waitress, and she actually working at a waitress at the bar, at the restaurant or whatever, and she meets a fellow stripper at the restaurant, and they hook up, they talk, they meet each other and everything, and the young lady invites her to um, meet up the next day. So like they meet up and they go, stripping together. They have a little fun or whatever, and then the girl invites her to travel to Florida to go strip in a club that they could make thousands of dollars a night. And Zola's like, okay. So she tells her boyfriend that she has to go, and she goes off, and she has her adventure with this girl. So Zola is the black one, and the other girl is the white one. So really, she goes out here to Miami. She meets this girl, right? Her name is, it's supposed to be a real story. So it's this girl that came on Twitter and just started telling her story about how she met a chick and what they did together. So she's like, oh, we met and we went stripping, then we went to Florida or whatever. So the other girl's name is it Jessica? Hold on. Stephanie. Her name is Stephanie, the white girl. So she picks up Zola with her boyfriend and her pimp, and she and Zola and the boyfriend and the pimp go across town to Miami, where they go into this big adventure. The boyfriend turns out to be bipolar. The pimp is very uh, rough and hard, and it's a murder and kidnapping and beatings and pimping and stripping and all these things happening. So the young lady made her thread on Twitter, and someone made it into a movie. Um, all right, so they turned it into a story. It's directed by Janiska Bravo, and it's Janiska and Jeremy O. Harris wrote a screenplay about Zola from the Twitter thread, and it stars Taylor Page. Taylor Page is the girl from that show where she was doing the cheerleading. Hit the Floor. Yes, I love that movie, Hit the Floor. That series, and I don't really like series, but I really liked her. I like this actress Taylor Page as well. She's pretty good. So she stars in Zola. It's really nice. It's talking about the pimp and the whole scene in Miami and in real life, right? So then we have Joseline's Cabaret. Do it like it's my V-Day, baby. Do it like it's my V-Day, baby. So, um, welcome to Joseline's Cabaret, where your wish is my every command. I'm here to please you. Um, just some of the lyrics in the song. Um, it's called Live Your Best Life. Do it like it's my B-Day. Tell me that you want it, that you need it, how bad you really want it, that you want it. Babe boy, live your best life. You be tripping on me, acting like I give up. Where you be? I ain't tripping on you at all. I want you to live it up. I want you to be a G. Now please put that in me. You know what I mean. Do it like it's my B-Day. That's right. Do it like it's my B-Day, baby. Do it like it's my B-Day right now. Do it like it's my B-Day. Joseline, do it like it's my B-Day. So every time he come around, I ride it like a cowgirl. A cowgirl. like a what? A cowgirl. All right. Welcome to Joseline's Cabaret. Your every desire will be fulfilled. Your wish is my command. I'm here to please you, baby. Okay, Joseline. Joseline's Cabaret. First episode of the reunion show was off chain. It was off glass. It's breaking the internet because it was just so much. Big Lex, really, she cut out. She went on and on and on. First of all, Joseline had a secret meeting with the people before the show to let them know that she realized that they had been like talking about her on the internet, and she was pretty mad about it, and she wanted to let them know that if they try to keep it cool or whatever, they might have a chance of coming to the season 3, and not to embarrass her or let her what it was gonna be if they started doing the things that she ain't want them to do. So they had the secret meeting. The girls wasn't pleased. First of all, Sapphire, her baby father had just died. Joseline told her to suck it up or get over it or something like that. She was pretty mad about it. So that's how the show started. It started off crazy. Lunell was hosting the show. So Joseline had a meeting with Lunell before the show, and she's like, "Oh, I want you to help me get these girls together because they're kind of crazy, and everybody's hating on me, and all of these things or whatever." So yeah, so they ended up going to the beginning of the reunion. So Miss Natural comes out, everybody comes out and introduces themselves and everything. I was surprised to see Yummy there because I'm just like, is Yummy really serious? Because after she went out, none of y'all bitches can't see me, none. I was like, ugh. I thought Yummy was gonna show for the reunion, but she's a bad bitch. She's just a bad bitch. So everybody's introduced, everybody came on in, everybody was there for the show, and of course they had to introduce the star of the show. And Joseline came in her two-piece suit. Do it like it's my B-day. Do it like it's my B-day. Baby, do it like it's my B-day. What? Do it like it's my B-day. So she was doing it like it was her B-day, child. So, the reunion started. You're going to have your usual, screaming and all these other things back and forth and all the back and forth. They had this woman, what's her name? Doing the reunion. Her name is Jonisha. Okay. Jonisha is pretty, well put together, looking real nice. I guess she's a producer of the show. And she was sitting there. She was hosting as well with Lunell, which we all know. Lunell, right? She's a comedian, a long time comedian, been a long time in the game, does a lot of things, and so on. Child, the reunion went on and on and on, and there was a few key moments. Joseline was talking to Yummy, and Yummy was like, "Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that." And Joseline was like, I think every woman up here would appreciate if you would just talk in your real voice. Like, give it to us real. Like, use the voice. Like, don't use that voice. I'm a person like Joseline. Like, I have actually asked people before, like, can you just show us the real you? Like, who are you for real? Like for real, for real. Like, can you let the real person stand up? You know what I mean? Because I'm the type of person, like, I want to see the real you. I don't want to hear a little soft voice. I don't want to hear you saying the things that you think I want to hear. Like, I really need you to, give it to me raw, because I'm going to give it to you raw. I'm going to tell you how I really feel. I'm going to tell you how I really think, and so on. But we're going to get down to that later on. So, child, Big Lex jumps up, and it was a whole cracking mess because Big Lex was talking the whole time, just like coming for Joseline, like just trying to get all the scenes in, and it was just too much of her. Boss chick looked like a real boss chick. She was well put together. Her dress she looked like money. Boss chick was over there with star Barbie. Barbie looked like she had some more work done, and she looked she looked like she looked from the season started, like she be getting them coins. And then you had the winner, Chanel. Chanel looked really good. She looked well put together. Joseline makeup artist was the bomb. Whoever the makeup artist was the bomb. Whoever did their hair on set was the bomb. They came through looking good. Zeus took care of them in that last part. I'm pretty sure the girls were messed up, like a little bit mad, because everything through the whole season was always Joseline hair and makeup, Joseline put together, Joseline everything. So yeah, I could understand there. I had a little bit of frustration about that. But they were really put together for the reunion show. Everybody looked good. Big Lex looked beautiful. Her side view, her front, every angle of Big Lex was looking beautiful. Sapphire was looking beautiful. She was very emotional. Honey. The one that came from season 1 and came back to season 2. I don't know why I keep getting her messed up. The first bottom bitch. She was looking good. She had on her, I don't know, like, everybody looked put together. Joseline was well put together. The ballistic came in. You know, he had on his Fendi and his clean piece. And Janisha said, you know, you looking well and everything. And, you know, Sapphire under her breath, she said, yeah, spend that money. So I'm just wondering, like, I just want to know if Zeus paid these women, but I ain't going to go there. Um, I'm going to stay here. So the show is progressing. Joseline is, she done spoke to natural, you know, natural was there. She, you know, she's drinking and, you know, she's taking her medication and, you know, she's mixing them. So she's gonna slur. I mean, she had a whole bottle of Hennessy for herself. So I'm not exactly certain what was going on. And then she was mad and she wanted to fight, and they wouldn't get the cameras out her face, and she was telling production like, you gonna move. She's like, you a female, I could beat you up. Like, it was just a lot. But then Big Lex is going off, and Joseline is like, Joseline had to keep asking production to like shut her up. Like, can you shut her up? Can you turn her mic off? Can you do something so the reunion show can move on? The reunion show was just not moving on. It was just stuck. Like, every time Joseline tried to move it like it's a real reunion and we're gonna ask questions and we're gonna address things and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that, there it was just Big Lex coming in with some type of talking under her breath, like, you know, mouthing, like just doing a lot. You could tell Joseline was not feeling it the whole time. So they ended up telling Joseline said, you know, tape her mouth so I could talk and move this reunion along. And Big Lex was like, if y'all tape my mouth, y'all gonna have to take this bitch up. And Joseline was like, what? And Ballistic was like, what? And Ballistic was like, hey young buck, hold up. What you said? Like, how you, what? So she's like, yeah, no, I don't give a shit. Da, 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 da. She talking. So Ballistic is like, yeah, no, you know, whatever. So she's like, oh yeah, I ain't gonna shut up for you or Joseline, this, that, and the third and everything. So then next thing I look, Joseline is like, get her off my set now. Get this bitch off my set now. Get her off my set. You ain't gonna get this bitch off my set. Okay. Joseline done got up in the middle of the reunion show. She stood up. She stood up. She went behind her. She grabs the chandelier, and here goes Big Legs. Bitch, I wish you would. Joseline was like, boop. She sailed it. It was a classic mess. A classic mess. So they had to cut. I don't know if Big Lex got hit. I don't know what occurred. I don't know what happened. Joseline did what she had to do. She brought what needed to be brought. The antics and the violence. And honestly, these girls were arguing and they were quarreling about like the attention Joseline was getting on the show, and they were saying like every scene was about Joseline and all this stuff. And I'm just like, okay, well, that's how it is in a reality show. If you have a reality, if it's Portia's reality show, you think it's Ray J's house with a whole bunch of women. It was about Ray J and the females fighting, but it was really about Ray J and the scenes with Ray J and Ray J. It's always about that. The Bachelorette, it's always about the Bachelorette, and the other people that are there to, the men are there to compete for her. Like, you have to know the dynamics of what you're walking into, and that's why I keep telling y'all about a contract, because you go and you get into something and you sign a contract, you know what you're doing. So there were some points that I wanted to bring about Joseline's Cabaret. You know how Zola went down to Miami with whatever the hell the girl name is to go strip, but it was really the white girl's pimp that was bringing them down to Miami, and the white girl was setting her up to get pimped too, because as soon as they got to Miami, the white girl took a picture of Zola, her and Zola, and they had it up on like Backpage or something, and they had it up on Backpage, and it didn't go well, and Zola decided that she was not about to be pimped. So when Zola seen the advertisement, she was like, oh no honey. She took better pictures. She put up an advertisement somewhere that the money was rolling in like that, and the people started coming in, and white girl was working all night long. You learned pimp terminology, you learned pimp language, and you learned pimp behavior watching Zola. You learned the whole mentality, you learned whole behavior, and you learned whole control watching Joseline's Cabaret. Now, in the first season of Joseline's Cabaret, I didn't address this part. You know, when Joseline was mad with, I believe her name is Honey. Let me make sure I get this right for you. Hold up. Season 2 cast. So you have Lucky. I keep calling her another name. I don't know why it's not sticking with me. Lucky Hustler. Lucky had her pimp on the show. Because when the season 1 started, Lucky was the only one who her pimp was coming on the show with her and identified clearly as a pimp. And, well, I guess they weren't identifying it, but he was the only one that was willing to come on TV, like the show. And it really was gonna be, it seemed like it was gonna be geared that way, that we would kind of see like the pimp and whole type of dynamic, but it really wasn't brought to us like that. But there was a scene in the end, the last episode of season 1, when she was like, oh, I'm gonna tell your pimp on you, like Joseline was telling the girl, I'm Lucky, like, oh, I'm gonna tell your pimp what you doing or whatever, like trying to bring her to task and using the pimp as a threat. And I didn't know how nobody didn't pick up on that in that season 1, that nobody was talking about it, right? Joseline clearly knows that these women, we clearly saw in season 1 that Joseline clearly knew that these women were being pimped, and these were the type of women that were coming into the cabaret. Lunell comes to the cabaret, and in the midst of the cabaret, she turns to Barbie and she says, oh, are you the only one on this stage that has a pimp? And Barbie was like the only one that wanted to really admit it. But Miss Lunell did go live. I'm not here to bash her because at the end of the day, she told the truth. She said Joseline's Cabaret is has a bunch of hoes and strippers on the show. And we know strippers are on every reality show. That's nothing new. But the hoes that are being pimped by men, we didn't really like. Yeah, we haven't really. I don't think we've really gotten that dynamic yet. We haven't gotten the Zolas playing out live on TV in front of us. But Joseline brought it to us. Yes. She said that there were actual pimps on the set, like in the parking lot, that had to be kicked off the premises and had to be escorted out because the girls' pimps were there to defend them, or whatever it is that pimps do. Lunell said that the girls had to sign a contract. Remember I told you about the contract. You know, you have an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, that you signed, that whatever you come here, what you see here, and what you do here, you leave it here, or you don't come back here, or you will get sued. Right. Lunell said they signed a contract, and the contract that they signed is something that they signed voluntarily, and that the girls were there, and the girls were, seem like they're mad about Joseline, like, you know, after you've been in a reality show and then the season, like, you're not seeing it, you're filming, it's not scripted, they say, so you're just filming, and then after the season wraps and it airs, you get to watch it back with everybody else because you yourself don't know what scenes they're going to use in the edit. The final edited version that they're going to play on TV, you don't know because you just shoot scenes. So you don't know how production is going to put these scenes together and how production is going to make these scenes look. And so this is what happens in a reality show. Like, people watch the scenes afterwards. They see how they look. They see how other people look. They see what people were saying. They see the confessionals, and they get mad and they get upset, and they come to the reunion show to hash it out. Like, they got the dirty laundry. So this is what is occurring here. So everybody's seen the season, and now they have, like, beef and their gripes, and they're airing them at Joseline because they're saying, you know, Joseline didn't treat them right, Joseline didn't get them hair and makeup, Joseline didn't get them, you know, a MUA, Joseline didn't, you know, make sure that they had wardrobe that was fitting of people that's supposed to be in a cabaret. They were, some of them were looking like they needed clothes, or you know, they needed hair, or you need whatever it was. Like if you come in on a reality show, but these are like people who are not like the top reality show that we normally see. These are girls that are actually coming off the street. In the first season, we saw a girl that was actually working the street. Joseline took the cameras to the street in Florida. On the street, it looks like near A1A or something, um, by like Hollywood, and the girl was walking. She was initially in the cabaret, like trying to get in the cabaret, but the other girls that kind of had looked like they had their coins were like coming down on her and making her feel like shit. And she decided she don't want to deal with that because she have her coins to go outside on the street and make her money. And Joseline took the cameras out there to where she couldn't believe that Joseline did that, and that's how deep it went. But Joseline had like a special relationship with her, or a special sympathy for her, because it seemed like Joseline is coming from this lifestyle. Because quite as it's kept, allegedly, and all of this is allegedly, guys, just let you know this is all for entertainment, coffee, tea, or Labrish, whatever we talk about. When we talk about coffee, tea, or Labrish, it is factual and it is real. When we speak about anyone else, celebrities, any other names that we're calling, it is all for entertainment purposes. It is all allegedly, and it is not necessarily the views of coffee, tea, or Labrish. This is just the tea that we have received. This is the tea that we have seen, and this is all on the internet, and it is information that we have collected. All right, that's the disclaimer. Allegedly, Stevie J was pimping Joseline. Allegedly. So I'm gonna go get some of that tea. I'm gonna boil it, and I'm bringing it back to you, piping hot. So you gonna watch out for that. I'm gonna drop it in one of these other videos coming up, or I'm just gonna do a little segment for Joseline only. So, I don't know how far Joseline's depth of her of maybe her past experience with hoeing as went, but she knows something about the industry, and it's really big in Atlanta, the pimping industry. Because I went online, and it's like 3 different people in the past like 5 years that have been arrested for pimping in Atlanta, for like bringing women across state lines and pimping them, and you know, people saying that they're part of the music scene. There was this one big guy in Atlanta, that was saying that he was um, allegedly, I believe it was in Atlanta, that he was um, hold on. This guy allegedly got arrested for bringing these women across the state lines, saying that he had ties with a Grammy. Okay, here it is. His name is, he was called King of Diamonds. And he claimed to be connected with a Grammy nominee artist Akon, and well plugged in the Atlanta music scene. So he bought plane tickets and bus fare into town for the girls, and took them shopping to nightclubs. And he had a chest tattoo showing a man and woman having sex. He called himself the King of Diamonds. He was in Lawrenceville. He was building a sex trafficking empire called Queen of Diamonds, and he was using young women and a minor. They convicted him. He went to jail for that. He used fraud to recruit victims between the ages of 17 and 22, promising to hire them as models and party promoters for his business. That he lured them into prostitution by claiming he was connected to Atlanta's music scene, including a Grammy-nominated musician and producer. It wasn't clear if he had any actual connection to Akon, just to let you know that, guys. All right, so that's that bit of tea right there. And there are a number, if you want to go and look, of people in Atlanta that have been arrested for pimping, and it's very prominent there. All right, so this is something that goes on. And Florida too. Lunell said She didn't know that Joseline was going to throw the shit. So Lunell was falling asleep through this because Lunell said they were there for 7 hours. We only saw 45 minutes so far, but Lunell said that she was there for 7 hours. Like the show was taping for 7 hours. So there was times when she was falling asleep. There was times that she like checked out. Like you could tell she checked out of the whole scene and the whole setting because it was just going on and on and on. They kept trying to bring her back, but she was not like vested in what was going on. She realized that, oh shit, like what's happening here? And she woke up and she's like, okay, well, how many people on the stage are being pimped? And she was acclimatizing herself to where the hell she was and what she had gotten herself into, and she knew right then and there that it was going to be a shit show. So then the internet went hard on Lunell, trying to break Lunell, talking about her being there and she's supposed to be an auntie and all this stuff. What Lunell gonna do? This is a bunch of strippers and hoes. People have been stripping and hoeing for like forever. They know what it is. They know what they gotta do. They know what they do, right? So what is she gonna do? The woman don't have an idea or any clue. Even if she had watched the show, what difference does it make? Even if she came on the show because she had watched the show to come on the reunion to get her check, get her coins, and also to say, hey, I pray for you. I pray for you guys. I hope things get better. I hope you get your 5 minutes, your 15 minutes, your 10 minutes of fame, and that you move on with it or whatever. What did she do wrong? Lunell did nothing wrong. Lunell was trying to get that check, honey, and it will be, look, I'm going to talk about the baddies Atlanta where we have Jason Lee and Tamara Braxton hosting. All right, on Zeus Network. Zeus is about the life. Zeus is about the business. Now we find out that they're black owned, that they're black produced, and these are black people that are running the show. We need to talk to them because we watched the show. We saw how they dealt with the hoes and the strippers. They told them that they should, I told you about this in the last video. I told you Zeus was going to have a problem in a couple of years because it's going to be a class action suit because of what they're doing. Like, what reality shows do. So Zeus could not believe that Lunell was out there saying, oh, the liquor is provided for the girls and, whatever, all the things that she could have said more. She just, she didn't say anything that, would have like, broke her career. The liquor, it's a damn show. Like, you gonna have liquor, it's like a party. Like, that's to be expected. They're drinking. They're gonna drink, they're gonna turn up, they're gonna have fun, and they're gonna give a good show. And Zeus is gonna get their ratings and their views. And that's all that is about. That has nothing to do with Lunell. That has nothing to do with the views of Lunell. That has nothing to do with did she agree with what they're doing, or if she had watched the whole season before she came there, did she agree with it before she came or not? That's not Lunell's business. Lunell came to host a reunion show. Nobody told her Joseline was gonna get physical or girls were going to get physical with each other or whatever. Girl, I don't know what they talking about. I'm over it. Ain't no canceling Lunell. Have a seat. When she said Joseline has no cabaret. When Joseline said she going to get a Grammy for Do It Like It's My B-Day. When I read those lyrics to you just now for Do It Like It's My B-Day, it should pretty much tell you what Joseline is offering in this cabaret. You could tell that Zeus encouraged the women to, I don't know if they encouraged them, but like it seemed like they were encouraged to be as natural and as free as they could be. They had their body parts out for the whole season. They tried as much as they could to film naked. It was just really about showing their bodies and showing their wares, WARES, or whatever they're selling. And it sounds sad like saying it like that, but that's kind of basically what it was. But I understand Zeus, you need to have ratings, so you need to have people watching it, so it has to be some excitement and shock value. But I don't exactly know what it is that you guys are putting on to the TV for us to watch. Like, this is not going to go well. This is going to go into a movement that is not going to be pretty. Zeus, producer, owner, whatever he is, came on the live with Lunell to try to fix what the damage Lunell had done. Um, because they were clapping back at Lunell. Um, and Lunell had to come and she had to kind of do a little apology, you know, like backtrack a little bit. And, you know, she really didn't backtrack that much. She apologized, but she didn't really backtrack. She told the truth. Um, there is no cabaret. We know there's no cabaret. Ain't gonna be no big Vegas show like Usher have a residence in Vegas, like Celine Dion had a residence in Vegas. Where is Joseline gonna have a cabaret in Vegas? In a strip club? Because I just need to know. I just want to know. Make it make sense. Joseline is giving us Zola. And it's playing out on our TV. And it's season 1 and season 2. And she says she's already been approved for season 3. These are actual people that are being pimped. That are voluntarily being pimped, I hope. Because I'm not exactly certain if they stayed because of the fact that they want to be famous or because their pimps got them the gig. And Star said her pimp got her the gig. So the pimps have connections and they are reaching out to people in the industry and they are pushing the woman into the industry. And this is what we've just seen in Joseline's Cabaret. So that's something to think about, guys. Yes, entertaining, yes, funny and everything, but there's an agenda here. And, you know, it was a lot going on, right? Ballistic had to rise up and he did tell, you know, Big Lex, like, Big Lex, calm it down, you know, slow your roll, mama, because you're really acting up right now for no reason. And she was like, when she was like, sit down, old man, that's when Joseline started taking her shoes off because she disrespected Joseline, man. You know Joseline don't stand for that ish, right? So, guys, I don't know what to say about it. Episode 2 or the final episode of the Cabaret reunion, Joseline's Cabaret reunion, will be on Sunday. I will be watching it. I will be giving you the tea, the coffee, or the Labrish on it. I am going to do a video on it. I'm going to go ahead and try to see if we can get something on, you know, like more history on Joseline as well, just so we can have something to tie us into so we know what we're talking about, because you know I like to do my little history lessons with the slides and everything, so we may have to do that. That's it for Joseline's Cabaret and Zola. I wanted to drop that in and I wanted to make sure that I get that out for you. I'm going to be talking about Shines. I'm going to be talking about Portia for real, because Portia got big things popping. And I'm also going to be talking about Real Housewives of Potomac. That's my video coming up next. Real Housewives of Potomac. And that's it. So thank you for watching my piece on Joseline's Cabaret, the reunion episode. It's been lovely and it's been live with Cafetier Labrish. I don't know if you guys like my outfit, because you know I like putting myself together for coming through for my videos. Guys, I am so excited. I have, I think, hooked up with my new MUA, which is somebody I was friends with for many, many years. And so I found that my MUA is here and I am excited. So you're going to be seeing new looks from me and we're going to be doing new things. My new backdrop is coming. My new backdrop is coming on Sunday, I believe, Sunday. And I'm excited about it. So the next time I go live after these videos, the next time I do my videos after these videos, it will be with my new backdrop. And then hopefully I will start going live on IG and Facebook once I have my new backdrop, because I'm excited about it. As always, it is Cafetier Labrish. You don't know shopping spree for me. I'm a 137 and the key at 4+3. And when you come out, wife of a flea man, pay them panic, you know, take charity. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. So listen, I want to thank you guys as usual for giving me your energy, for speaking with me, for listening to me. I want to tell you thank you so much. Love and light. More coffee, more tea, more Labrish. Good night.